Tanya Barnett Show. It's the 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 Tanya. When we talk about real things, talk about life things. The 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and thriving, of course. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, where we discuss the unique challenges of the 21st century women. So buckle up and get ready, sister, to get your life right.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Flyers Internet Talk Show. I am so super excited about today's guest. I cannot wait to get to her. I am excited about what is going on. Actually, we have several things that just happened. We just had the Congressional Black Caucus, so shout out to everybody that attended the Congressional Black Caucus. It was a lot of fun. I'm so super excited about my special guest. She actually came into town. She has a book signing, and so we'll be able to talk about her book, and she'll be able to share a little bit with you about that. So right after this break, I'm going to share my She's Gotta Have It, and we'll talk to you in a minute. This is Tanya Barnett with the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey, welcome back to the Tanya Barnett Show. I'm your host, Tanya Barnett of the Flyers Internet Talk Show. This segment is my favorite. You guys know I love this. And you know what? First of all, I want to tell you all I'm so happy that every time I feature a product or a brand, you all support. So mad props to you all for supporting all of the vendors, all of the businesses that I have featured here on my show during the She's Gotta Have It segment. So today's She's Gotta Have It is none other than Naturally Me and You, and the founder and the owner of that is Rita Pardo. This is one of her products. This is an all-natural sunscreen. Rita makes this right in her house. If you follow her on Periscope, you'll see that she'll be making products right there. She makes some beautiful soaps. She has a subscription box that you can now purchase. She has a whole home cleaning kit where she has sprays, she has scrubs, she has products for your dog. She makes laundry detergent. She makes every single solitary thing that you would need for your home. And the beautiful thing about Rita is not only does she make the products, she uses them. She was my guest a couple of months ago when she talked about how her daughter actually drank some cleaning fluid, and then that prompted her, after that long ER visit, that prompted her to begin to make her own natural products. So make sure you go out and support none other than Naturally Me and You by Rita Pardo. I love Rita. And as a special bonus, the lipstick I have on tonight is Black Opal. That is another black beauty product company. They make all types of things from foundation to lipstick. They make all sorts of products, and they have them in all different shades. I know Rihanna just came out with Fenty, and I'm going to be checking that out and actually doing a review of her product here on the Tanya Barnett Show. But I wanted to shout out Black Opal. I love their products. So make sure you check out every single company that we have here on the Tanya Barnett Show. It is all about keeping the money in our community, supporting one another. This allows these moms to stay home with their children. This allows moms to send their kids to private school or whatever it is. But it really allows moms and women and business owners to be able to provide for their families with the funds from the things that you purchase on us. So thank you so very much, everyone who has supported She's Gotta Have It and the vendors here. Right after this break, I'm going to have my special guest, Miss Sandra will be on here, and she'll be talking about her brand new book. Stay tuned. This is Tanya Barnett of the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey, thank you all for holding tight. Make sure you share this out with your family, your friends. You will be wowed by my special guest today. I had an opportunity to meet her. We sat on a panel at the NAACP convention, and it was fantastic. It was Millennial Wives. It was a great panel. She and I connected. Her energy was all that in a bag of chips. I had an opportunity to talk to her mom afterwards, and I was wowed by her wisdom, her honesty, her passion for marriage and relationships. And so without further ado, I want to share with you and bring on my special guest, Sandra. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yay!
Hi.
Hi, you look gorgeous, girl. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you. I can't see you, but you always look on point. So
Awesome. So, Sandra, can you tell everybody a little bit about you? We're going to talk about your book a little later, but can you tell my guests a little bit about you?
Sure. My name is Sandra, and I am an author and a business strategist, but I am a phenomenal woman. So are you. You know, everybody listening, I just want to always put that out there because it's such an interesting question, right? When somebody asks you, who are you?
Right.
You know, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, but really at my core, I'm my sister's keeper. So I get so excited when I see other women win and win big by being themselves. So that's who I am.
Awesome. And you know what? I think you're the first guest I've had on here who has actually said she views herself as her sister's keeper. So mad props to you because it is so key. And that is the whole premise behind the Tanya Barnett Show, being our sister's keeper, making sure we're putting dollars into their businesses, purchasing their books, buying their jewelry, buying their makeup products, joining their coaching programs. I mean, who better to sow into us than women who understand us, who know us, know our struggles, know the things that we value. And so I love that you said that. So you know what? You get a gold star today, girl. You get a gold star for that.
Hey. And I really wanted to start by saying thank you so much for having me on your show.
Aww.
And you've just been such a class act. You know, like you said, we met at NAACP and we talked a couple of times on the phone already. And every time you've spoken, you've been so inspiring, so encouraging. Because sometimes you meet people and that, you know, on the show, they're good. But then off stage, there's something else. But you've just been so authentic and so loving and caring and responsive. And it's such an honor for me to be on your show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. So we're not going to talk about me. This show is all about you. You have a brand new book that just came out. You have a book tour going on. You were at the Congressional Black Caucus last week. So can you tell the viewers a little bit about your book?
Of course. Thank you so much. Yes, my book came out last week and it's been so exciting. So exciting. So the title of the book is The Business of You, Hiding in Plain Sight. I wanted to write a book that I wish I had read a couple of years ago. You know, we read a lot about people that either have figured out what they want to do, people that have already made a decision to walk in their purpose. But I wanted a book to be written about women like me that, you know, a couple of years ago, I wasn't this person here today. I was so happy hiding in plain sight.
Wow.
Like, you know how you can tell people, oh, I don't feel like I'm walking in my purpose, or I don't feel like I'm functioning at 100%. And they're like, girl, please, you know, you're making 6-figure, you have the husband. And they don't understand that you can be busy, that you can be active,
Wow.
you can be on social media and all these things while still hiding. And so I wanted to write to those women that are quote unquote, if it looks like you're successful and it looks like you're walking in your purpose, but in your heart to heart, you know that you're hiding right there. You're waiting for somebody to call you out and say, hey girl, I know that it looks to everybody else like you got it, but I can tell that that's just 50%. So what does it look like when you finally decide to be authentic, stand in your truth, and just stand in the light? What does that look like? So the book is a call to action. It's full of tips, life stories of how I was hiding, happily hiding. I was the CEO of the hiding club. And what journey, and the journey that I took to finally decide to stand in the light.
Wow. You know what? I know I've my mentor for the longest time has been Julian B. Kiganda, and she has always gotten on me about hiding. So I can definitely relate to that. I'm working on getting out of hiding, so I'm glad. Ta-da, here's her book. I have a copy of her book. So I am glad that I have a copy of this book, ladies. I actually got it a couple of Saturdays ago, so I have started reading it, and I'm telling you, this will change your life. Make sure you have a pen, a highlighter, a journal, something like that, so you can, really get in tune with yourself. Take your time. This is not one of those ones where you read straight through and you put it on your bookcase or let your girlfriend borrow. It really is a book that you should take your time and get through, because it really is about you and coming out of that hiding place.
Oh, thank you.
So let me
buy 2 copies.
Yes, there you go. So you say you're a business strategist. So for those people who don't know what that is, can you explain to them what a business strategist is?
Of course. For you to understand what I do today, you kind of have to understand where I come from.
Okay.
I started my first business at the age of 12. I grew up in a home where my dad and my mom were both business owners. So literally, I had never seen somebody go work for somebody else. Like I just didn't have the concept of that. Like I didn't know what that looked like. Mm-hmm. So I would go to my dad. My dad is a medical doctor. He owns a hospital, and I talk about that a lot in the book. Owns a private hospital in Cameroon, and literally, I would walk in his hospital, and he was the guy. Like he was the guy making the final decision. Right. And I saw him grow that business from I wouldn't even call it a bedroom, like a little thing with 2 beds, to that hospital now being one of the best in Cameroon. Wow. And what I saw in my dad was consistency, hard worker, but what I saw too was strategy. And there's a difference. And so when I thought about, what I wanted this business to be, I didn't want to just be a business coach, which is great. Being a business coach is great. I wanted to take it a step farther and be and talk strategy, because I use the analogy of a coach. If you have kids in sport, a coach is very focused on the next game, on winning season, and that's about it. So if you have a child and you want him to make it to the NBA, the coach is not worried about teaching him about interview skills. He's not concerned about teaching him how to read or write his contract. He's not concerned about teaching him about, how to walk in this world. Like, how do you behave in a way that's inspiring and encouraging and all that kind of stuff. Right. The coach is about your skills. Like, we need to win these games. And so I'm a business strategist. What does that mean? It means that I want to look at your life, your full life, not just your business, because your business is only as healthy as you are. Right. And so you bring you everywhere you go. And so if you're a woman that's very comfortable hiding, then you will hide in your business. Wow. When it comes time to make the hard decisions, when it comes time to firing some people, you may not be able to do so. You may not be able to be the face of your company because you're so comfortable hiding. And so I could come to you as a coach, as an analyst, as an accountant and say, hey, you need these spreadsheets. We need to do ABC. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't talk about the reason why you hide, if you don't talk about the reason why you have a hard time saying no, then you might implement all my techniques. But 6 months down the line, you will figure out how to self-sabotage. So I bring to you strategy. I bring to you tools that you'll be able to apply in your business and outside of your business so you can have a balanced life.
Wow, that is amazing. And I love the analogy that you gave of a sports coach, that they really are focused on that moment and that season. But what you're saying is you're looking holistically. And so I'm even thinking with some of those strategies, you're also helping people with balance, not balancing, but managing the home life as well as their business life.
Yes, it's
Wow.
important. It's super important so for example, I have clients that, we have, depending on the client, sometimes it's weekly calls, and we get on the call and she may say, look, this has happened a lot of the time, like we have a deadline and we got things to do. And I get on the call and she say, you know what, I don't think I can today. Like I can't. What a typical coach will do is, well, okay, let's reschedule when you're ready. Just keep in mind that we have these deadlines and all that kind of stuff. Typically, that's not what I do, because at the end of the day, what's going on at home is affecting your business.
Right.
And so have the conversation, and before you know it, we've talked about what's going on at home and we've gone right back to business. And that's just a skill. I think that's just a skill. When you care about the CEO, when you care about the people you work with, it's important to know what else is going on. If you're going through a divorce, this might not be the good time to launch a new product. Might not be, right? You might just not have that space. And so what does that look like?
Right.
How do we build a strategy, a timeline where you're not just looking at the moment, but you're looking 5 years, 10 years down the line? Because I think that's what's missing with a lot of businesses. We work very hard, but we're not always working smart.
Wow, that is so key. That is so key. And so my question to you is, what does a woman do if she is at that point and she's working with a coach and she just feels like, you know what, I'm not getting anywhere with my coach? What would you suggest to her?
Come to me, www.
I love it. Go ahead and give them that website, girl.
No, it's why is it not working? Right? Is it the coach? Is it you? Is it timing? What's the reason why it's not working? Because a lot of the time we are quick to say it's somebody else when it's us.
Wow. Okay.
The thing with coaching too is, to be honest, you don't need a license to become a coach.
Right.
And so how did you pick your coach? Was she referred to you? So you have to go through all of that and really ask yourself the hard questions, and really ask yourself what's not working. Maybe have a conversation with the coach. Have you had a conversation?
Wow,
saying,
that's
hey,
good.
My book was inspired by, I really believe in mentorship and working with mentors. My whole book was inspired from one conversation with my mentor. When I asked her, is there anything you think I should be doing that I'm not doing? And she said to me flat out, where are you at? And I'm like, I don't know what you mean. And she said, you're hiding. And I said, I'm not hiding. And she said, no, you're hiding. You are not on your website. You are nowhere to be found. You are busy in everybody else's lane, but your lane, you are hiding. And so being willing to have those tough conversations with those people that you've put in place, that you're paying to mentor you or coach you, it's really important. And being receptive to that. So I would say, if you are working with a coach and you feel like you're not seeing the results, it could be the coach, it could be you, it could be a combination of both, but start by having a conversation.
Wow, that is so good. And I think that's key, because a lot of times people feel like, okay, if I have a mentor or a coach, I can't question them if I feel like I'm not getting results, because they're that person that I'm supposed to be going to for inspiration or, to reach my target goals or what have you. So that is key. I've never heard anyone say, have a conversation with your mentor or with your coach. So I think that's great, and that will help women decide, is this working, or do I need to take a step back? Because it may be, like you said, something going on in your life. You may have, like you said, a divorce, or there may be a sickness, or taking care of an elderly parent. Those things also affect your business. So that is great.
Very much so. And questioning, I would say, what are the limiting beliefs that your coach may have? Does your coach think that you have to work harder in order to be successful?
Wow.
Because you don't. Because if you did, then we know a lot of people, like the janitors, will be millionaires, right? So what is it that they think? What does success look like? How did you pick this coach? Like, you have to kind of also ask those questions and see if your belief system really works. Does your coach, when you say, I have to pray about this, do they understand what you mean by that? Or do they say, we don't pray about nothing, this is black and white, make the decision?
Right.
All of these things, it's super important when you're picking a coach or when you're working with somebody, and allowing them into, that's your baby. Your business is your baby.
Right.
And allowing them and trusting them with your baby, you really want to do some research and make sure that it's the right fit. And if it's not, or if it is, having those honest conversations, very important.
Wow, that is so great. That is so key. Well, we're going to be right back with Sandra. She's going to drop some more knowledge on you. And she's also going to talk about her other business that she has, SK Retreat. So hold tight. I'll be right back. I'm Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show.
See you guys.
Listen vision, listen vision, listen vision, listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh!
Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show. My special guest today is Miss Sandra. Are you there? There she is. Hey. Hey. So we're gonna shift gears a little bit. And can you tell everyone a little bit about SK Retreats?
SK Retreat is my baby. I mean, SK Retreat is like my heart. There's nothing I love more than having women in one house, just having these conversations, just like what we're having right now. But think about it, for 3-4 days in a remote area, with a private chef, luxury. Just, I mean, when was the last time you woke up and breakfast was served?
Wow.
Like,
a long time.
I mean? So we get to go away, and every retreat has a theme. Last time we were in Sundance, Utah, and the theme was, funny enough, the business of you, and it was a business retreat. So it was 20 business owners, and we talked about marketing, branding. We talked about knowing your numbers in finance and hiring the right people. So we bring in expert and we talk about your business. My favorite time from that retreat was when we sat in a circle and people would say, hey, I've been thinking about doing this for my business. Like a think tank. Think like Shark Tank without the mean people.
Wow.
You know, Shark Tank, but with your sisters. Right. Where they can say, I don't know, how about this and how about that? We had, I think we've had 4 books since April. We've had 4 books published from the retreat. We've had 2 businesses started, new businesses started. We've had people quitting their job, and just, we've had people saying no to unhealthy relationship. We've had friendship that were born out of that. It's just been such a blessing. This is our 4th year doing it, and I love it. It is the most rewarding thing that I do. It's just, it brings me so much joy to see the women, the transformation in 3 days. 3 days, women that came in feeling tired and exhausted, and some feeling like there's no hope for my business.
Wow.
And leaving that place feeling refreshed. Just new women. Like one of the lady, and you know, depending on, but that just happened yesterday. One of the ladies, she's attended every single one of our retreats, and during this retreat, she shared with us that she's been having issues with her hair. And so she will always wear wigs, and for the first time ever, she decided to cut all of her hair off, and that was the first time I've ever seen her without a wig.
Wow.
And she said, I did that because of the courage I got from the retreat. I'm a brand new woman. So it's stories like that, it's changes like that, that to me, it's just like, how do you put a price tag to that? You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
SK Retreat is just
that
open
is
for
amazing.
everyone. Like we love it. It's my baby.
So can you tell us how you got started? Because there's so many conferences and retreats out there, but you have a luxury retreat for women where they can get away. And I know you and I have talked about it. You said some of these places are mansions. You don't really do the hotel thing. So how did you get started?
I got tricked into doing it because
Okay.
you have to understand that 4 years ago, again, I was the CEO of the Hiding Club. So I wasn't going to do anything by myself.
Right.
But I was running this prayer line and for like 3 years. And every Wednesday, we'll meet on the prayer line. We'll pray for each other and all that kind of good stuff. And one of the ladies said, hey, we've never met each other. Like, I've had the babies, I got married, you guys prayed for me. How about we meet? Mm-hmm. And so I said, oh, that's so cool. Who wants to put that together? They said,
right.
You. And I said, okay, fine. How about a retreat? Now, keep in mind, I had never attended a retreat before that time. I don't know what made me say a retreat. Mm-hmm. I just remember my mom back in those days saying they're going somewhere and they would say it was a retreat. Uh-huh. And so I started putting together what I would want, like what my dream vacation would be. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, it can't be in the park. It can't be with the bugs. We can't be fasting. Like, if we're going to do it, it's amazing. And so I looked for like the best place in Maryland that I knew. And, I figured I'm not going to be cooking.
Right.
So we need a chef. And it has grown so much, from our first retreat that we did there to, every year. This year, the retreat was in a $5.5 million home. It just keeps getting bigger and better and better. And honestly, to me, it's like, we don't always take time for ourselves as women. We do so much. And so this is a gift in my mind. I'm like, if this is the one vacation that they will ever take, what do they need? And so to me, that's luxury. That's just being catered to. That's just being in a place where you can think bigger. Mm-hmm. There's something about being in a $5 million home that makes you start thinking, I could own this house.
Right.
What does it take to, you know what I mean? Like, what does it take for me to come here 3 times a year?
Right.
So I really want to take the women outside of their current everyday life and go far enough where your hubby can call and say, I need diapers. It's like, sorry, I'm in Utah.
Right. Like, figure it out.
You get this, boo. I trust you. You got it.
Right.
So that's how it got started.
Oh, that is amazing. And how can women find out information about if they want to join you on a retreat?
For sure. Our next retreat is in Austin, Texas. Next year, it's the last weekend in April, but all the information can be found on my website. It's skretreat.com, skretreat.com.
Awesome,
and you can register from there. We have pictures from the last events and all that kind of stuff. You can find all the information on there.
Awesome. Well, after this break, because you talked about the retreat where women can go and recharge, I have a very important question for you right after this break. Don't go anywhere. This is Tanya Barnett with the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. My special guest tonight is Miss Sandra. Are you still there? There she is.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about the retreat. But my question for you is, how do you recharge and how do you refresh as a mom and an entrepreneur? How do you make time for yourself? Because you have children, you have a husband. How do you personally make time for yourself?
Oh man, okay, that's a tough one.
I told you it's gonna be a hard question.
I had to first learn that attending the retreat was not a retreat for me.
Okay, that's real, that's honest.
That
Okay.
counts. I can't even use that, right? Because literally I'm not sleeping. I don't think, like I don't sleep the whole time I'm there because I want to make sure that the ladies are taken care of. So I believe in daily practice because a lot of the time we're so busy. I have 3 little ones. They are in sports. They are, they do what kids do. Like they're always active, and boys, I feel like, can't sit down still. Right.
I mean, your Instagram stays. I see basketball, I think, almost every day on your Instagram. Almost every day.
I'm telling you. So my plate is full. Okay. And so in the morning, I meditate, I pray, I take a walk every morning. It's supposed to be a workout, but it's more of a stroll. But that's my me time. That's like, I don't want a guest. I just want to be by myself and kind of just process and own my morning, because I've done it the other way where you just kind of roll out of bed and say another day or Lord Jesus. That doesn't work. And so owning my morning and not compromising on that is very important. I love getting massages, so I've started kind of including that, especially with the book coming out. I'm like, okay, I know it's going to get busy. Let me prepare in advance. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are overwhelmed, if you are stressed and tired, you can't show up and perform at 100%. You just can't. Right. And so just making sure that I do the things that I love, that I get a break, that I take a nap when I need to, that I have a village. That's, I have help. I have gotten comfortable asking for help. Like, girl, if you don't come over to my house.
Right. And that is so key. I mean, even like for me this morning, I had a rough day yesterday. And this morning I woke up exhausted because I got no sleep thinking about yesterday. And I still went to the gym because that's my time. When I put, my gospel music on and I'm running, or I'm either on elliptical or lifting weights, that's my time really for my meditation. And then by the time I got done at the gym that entire hour, I felt like a totally different person. I was clear in my mind. I wasn't exhausted anymore. I was sweaty. I felt good. I could breathe. And I really started my day. When I got out the bed, I didn't feel so great. And I was, a boogaboo to my husband. But then by the time I got done at the gym, I felt like a totally different person and my attitude was positive. So definitely that owning your day. And I even tell my teenagers, how you start your day is how your day is going to be. So you can really command your day by your actions and really, what you say, your confessions. If I say, I'm going to have a great day, it's going to be a beautiful day, I have favor, those things happen. So I think that's really, really key, just really taking care of ourselves as moms, as wives, as entrepreneurs, because it does get overwhelming.
That's true. And I've been seeing you at the gym. You are looking good. I'm like, ooh, hashtag goals.
Girl, yes. I'll be 46 in a couple of months, and I'm just like, what? I got to get my arms back tight and right. So yeah.
Look, I am inspired because I see you sweating. See, when I come back from my stroll, I'm not sweating. I'm just like, yeah, it's beautiful outside. But like, I see you actually working out. Like, that's so inspiring.
Right. And what I tell women, working out is not going to be cute. When I used to have hair, I say your hair's going to get messed up. You're not going to have any makeup on. If you do, it's going to run. Sure. And so, I'm like, you could be cute in the casket, or you could be ugly and you're fit and you're trim. Which one you want? You can't have it both ways. And then when you get home, shower, then you put your makeup on, then you look cute. So definitely, and that's something I run with Black Girls Run. We talk about it. It's like, as Black women, African American women, we really need to value our health over our hair or over our makeup or over our clothes. And believe it or not, a lot of women don't work out because of hair. They don't want to mess up their do. So It is what it is. But I love what you said about meditation and just really finding that time. I love massages. We're not talking about massage envy, no shade to massage envy, but I'm talking about actually going to a galleria or a spa or something like that and getting the real spa treatment. It really makes a difference. It really, really does.
It does. And finding joy in the little things. And I know that when my kids were smaller, I couldn't really go and get a massage, or I couldn't do my nails. And so what I would do is turn on the bath in my house and close all the doors and say, babe, look. Well, actually, the truth is I was waiting for my husband at the door and be like, you can have children. I just need 10 minutes. I require 10 minutes. And so even if that's what that is,
right.
When you have little babies, just being in the bathroom alone,
right.
that's a treat.
Right.
And so finding joy, maybe a good book, maybe lighting the candles, like finding the little things, I love mugs. So buying a new mug and drinking from that.
Right.
New tea. You may have to get, and depending on where you are financially, you may have to get a little bit, smart how you get your you time or your me time. But it's important. Like you have to figure it out. You have to.
Right, absolutely. I mean, I know for a while when we have those lulls where, I was home with my children and I was homeschooling, and really, my husband was the only one bringing in income. I would go to the local drugstore and get different color fingernail polishes and take a bath, like you said, a bubble bath, and I would have my jazz playing and have the lights off candles. And then when I get out, I would do my toes and my nails and put some smell good stuff on, and I felt like a new person. So even something like that doesn't cost a lot of money, but still making that time. And I think as moms, we really need to make time for ourselves, and we just don't do it enough. We make time for everybody else, but we really need to make time, for ourselves. We really, really do. Well, I have been tickled pink by this whole interview. I love, love, love your energy. I love what you're doing. I'm excited about your brand new book. So make sure you ladies check this out. Get this for a gift. Christmas is coming. Holidays are coming. Make sure you pick this up. Books make great gifts. Just ask my kids. I purchased all their friends' books and they hate it. My kids are like, Mom, we the only ones giving a book. It's okay. They know what they're getting from the Barnett.
See you later.
Right. So make sure you check out this book. Right after this break, we're going to come back and she's going to tell you where you can get her book, how you can sign up if you want to work with her on your business, and how you can sign up for her retreats. Right after this break, I'm Tanya Barnett, The Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey y'all, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. My special guest tonight has been Miss Sandra. There she is, all the way from Texas. So girl, I am so excited you decided to join me tonight. Thank you so very much. Kudos on your book tour, your second book. So you are doing the darn thing. And I'm so super excited that we had an opportunity to connect at NAACP and then also Congressional Black Caucus. So that was turned up. So if you have not attended either NAACP or Congressional Black Caucus, there's always next year. Congressional Black Caucus is always here in the D.C. area. NAACP pretty much goes all over the place. So can you tell us where we can get your brand new book, where they can contact you if they want to get your services, and how they can reach out to you about the retreat that you have coming up?
Sure, sure. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much again. Once again, Tanya, you are just amazing. I love, love, love what you do. So keep doing that.
Thank you,
I mean,
sis.
you're natural at this thing. So love it. Thank you so much for having me. I also want to take this time, and I know you didn't ask me that, but while I'm on here and say thank you to my PR company, the Oracle Group. They've just been amazing, amazing. It takes a village. 2 books in 1 year. It really takes a village. So shout out to the Oracle Group for just being the best in the business and just walking me through this whole process. How can you get my book? We are on Amazon. So if you just put Hiding in Plain Sight, The Business of You on Amazon, it's right there. You can get it from there. I would love to work if you're a small business owner or even a big company. We work with small, big, medium-sized businesses, or if you're thinking about starting a business and you're just trying to figure out, is this a good idea? How do I even start? I'm your girl. So you can find me on my website. It's SandraKmayu.com. Sandra Kmayu, first and my last name, Kmayu.com, and you can schedule a consultation on there with me. I would love, love, love to work with you, hear about what you're doing, and figure this thing out where you can have a balanced life. Your business is only as healthy as you are. It is not meant to be stressful. It is not meant to break your family apart. It is not meant to give you a mental breakdown. So we can figure this out. We can find the right strategies to grow your business. And so I can't wait to hear back from all of you guys and work together. And same thing for our retreat is Austin, Texas next year. You can find information about our retreat on www.sksandraKmayu, so that's skretreat.com.
Awesome. So look, she put it all out there, y'all. She's covering you on everything, okay, from your business to you getting some R&R. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, she's putting it all out there. So make sure you support. Y'all know that is my mantra on my show, that you always support these women. I have, believe it or not, I have 52 women. I have 52 women scheduled all the way throughout July of 2018. Phenomenal women, just like Sandra, who are doing the darn thing. They're at the top of their game in their respective fields. And so I appreciate you for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for being my special guest. And I am Tanya Barnett at the Tanya Barnett Show. We will see you next week with Coach Kelly. Talk to you later.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. 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 It's the Tanya. When we talk about real things, talk about life, things the 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood,